Let me ask you something. How many times did you get up last night? 1, 2, maybe 3? Be honest, because nobody's watching. You know the routine. It's 2 a.m., maybe 3. Your eyes snap open, not because of a dream, not because of a noise, but because of that familiar pressure in your lower belly that won't let you rest. So you swing your legs off the bed. Your feet hit the cold floor. You shuffle to the bathroom half asleep, stand there waiting, and what comes out? A weak, frustrating trickle that barely justified getting up in the first place. Then you walk back to bed, pull the covers up, close your eyes, and somewhere in the back of your mind you already know you'll be doing this again in 2 hours. If that sounds like your life, I want you to know something. You're not alone, and you're not broken. Millions of men over 50 go through this exact routine every single night, and almost none of them talk about it. Not to their wife, not to their friends, not even to their doctor. There's this quiet shame around it, like it means you're getting old, like it's just something you have to accept. It's not. I'm Dr. Richard Thompson, a board-certified urologist, and for over 12 years I've been helping men take back their nights. And what I'm about to show you is the real reason this keeps happening. It has nothing to do with drinking too much water before bed. Stay with me, because what you'll learn in the next few minutes could completely change how you sleep, how you feel, and how you live. Now, most men brush this off. They tell themselves it's just part of getting older, a minor inconvenience, no big deal. But gentlemen, I need you to hear me on this. Waking up 2 or 3 times a night to urinate is not a small thing. It's a warning signal, and ignoring it comes with a price most men never see coming. Here's what's really happening. Every time your body pulls you out of sleep, it rips you out of the deepest, most restorative phase of your sleep cycle. That deep sleep isn't just rest. It's where your body does its most critical repair work. About 90% of your daily testosterone is produced during those first few hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep. When that sleep gets shattered night after night, your testosterone production crashes. And when testosterone drops, everything follows. Your energy fades, your motivation disappears. Your mood shifts. Your drive, both in life and in the bedroom, quietly slips away. But it doesn't stop there. Broken sleep raises your blood pressure. It weakens your immune system. It accelerates aging at the cellular level. Studies show that men who wake up 3 or more times per night have significantly higher risks of cardiovascular problems and metabolic decline. Think about that. A problem that starts in the bathroom at 3 a.m. ends up affecting your heart, your hormones, your brain, and your intimate life. Your body isn't waking you up to bother you. It's sending you a distress signal. And if you keep ignoring it, the consequences go far beyond lost sleep. So what's actually causing this? Most men assume it's their bladder, their water intake, their age. But the real answer is something most doctors never explain properly. And once you understand it, everything changes. All right, so let's talk about what's actually going on inside your body. Because once you see this, you'll never think about nighttime urination the same way again. Your prostate is a small gland, roughly the size of a walnut, and it sits right below your bladder. Now here's the important part. Your prostate wraps completely around your urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. When you're young and healthy, that prostate stays small and tight. The urethra stays wide open, urine flows freely, no problem. But as you age, something starts happening quietly. Cells around the outer edges of your prostate begin to multiply. Slowly, gradually, your prostate starts to swell. And because it's wrapped around that tube, every millimeter of growth squeezes your urethra a little tighter. Imagine stepping on a garden hose. The water still comes out, but it's weak, slow, and frustrating. That's your prostate pressing on your urethra right now. Your bladder notices the resistance, so it starts working harder, pushing with more force just to get urine through that narrowing passage. Over time, your bladder becomes overactive. It starts sending urgency signals even when there's barely anything in it. That's why you wake up at 2 a.m., feeling like you desperately need to go, only to stand there and produce a disappointing trickle. Your bladder is panicking because it can never fully empty. There's always something left behind. And that leftover urine keeps triggering the alarm over and over again throughout the night. So, no, gentlemen, this isn't about drinking too much water. It's not about weak willpower. It's about a physical squeeze. It's getting tighter with every passing year. But here's the question nobody asks. Why does the prostate keep growing? What's feeding that swelling? And that answer is where everything changes. Now, this is the part most doctors never explain. They'll tell you your prostate is enlarged. They might prescribe medication. But very few ever ask the deeper question, why is it growing in the first place? What's actually driving that cellular buildup? And the answer might surprise you. It's blood flow, or more accurately, the lack of it. In 2023, researchers at Fukushima Medical University in Japan published a study that revealed something remarkable. They found that prostate health is directly linked to blood circulation in and around the gland. When blood flow is strong and healthy, your prostate can do what it was designed to do. It metabolizes old cells, clears out waste, and maintains its natural size. Think of it like a river flowing through a city. When the current is strong, it carries debris away. Everything stays clean and balanced. But when that current slows down, waste piles up. Debris collects, things start to clog. That's exactly what happens inside your prostate when blood flow weakens. Those excess stromal cells that are squeezing your urethra, your body should be clearing them out naturally, but it can't because the blood supply that carries oxygen, nutrients, and cleansing signals to your prostate has slowed to a trickle. So your prostate isn't just growing because of age. It's growing because it's starving for oxygen, starving for nutrients, starving for the circulation that used to keep it lean and healthy. And at the center of this entire blood flow problem is one molecule that most men over 50 are rapidly losing. It's called nitric oxide. And once you understand what it does and why it's disappearing, you'll finally see the full picture of why your body has been waking you up every single night. So let's talk about this molecule, nitric oxide, because it's the master key to understanding everything that's been going wrong. Nitric oxide is a tiny molecule your body produces naturally. Its job is simple but absolutely critical. It tells the inner walls of your blood vessels to relax and expand. When nitric oxide levels are healthy, your blood vessels stay flexible, wide open, and blood flows freely to every organ, including your prostate. Think of your blood vessels like brand new garden hoses. Soft, flexible, easy to work with. Blood moves through them without resistance. Your prostate gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs. Your cells get cleaned out. Everything works the way it should. But after 50, your body's ability to produce nitric oxide drops dramatically. Some studies suggest it declines by nearly 50% by the time you reach your 60s. And when nitric oxide falls, those flexible hoses start behaving like old hoses left out in the sun for years. They become stiff, rigid, and narrow. Blood can't flow through them the way it used to. Now here's what most men don't realize. This doesn't just affect your prostate, it affects everything. Your erections depend on blood flow. Your heart depends on blood flow. Your brain clarity, your energy, your stamina, all of it runs on circulation. So when nitric oxide collapses, your prostate swells because it can't clear waste. Your erections weaken because blood can't reach where it needs to go. Your energy crashes because your cells aren't getting enough oxygen. Your sleep deteriorates, and your testosterone follows right behind it. It's all the same root problem. One molecule declining, and your entire system paying the price. But here's the good news, gentlemen. This is not permanent damage. Nitric oxide production can be supported and restored. And when it is, the effects ripple through your entire body. So stay with me, because what comes next is where the real transformation begins. Now I want you to see the full picture, because this isn't just about your prostate. It's about your entire life, quietly unraveling from one single starting point. Here's how the domino effect works. It starts with that swollen prostate pressing on your urethra. That sends you to the bathroom 2, 3, maybe 4 times a night. Each trip shatters your deep sleep cycle. And remember, deep sleep is where 90% of your testosterone is produced. So night after night, your testosterone production takes a hit. Not a dramatic crash you'd notice immediately, but a slow, steady decline that chips away at you week after week. And as testosterone drops, the changes start creeping in. Your energy fades first. You wake up tired no matter how long you stayed in bed. Then your motivation goes. Things that used to excite you feel like chores. Your workouts feel heavier. Your recovery takes longer. Then comes the part men struggle to talk about. Your drive disappears. Your desire for intimacy quietly fades, and when those moments do happen, your body doesn't respond the way it used to. So you start avoiding it. You pull away, you make excuses, and your partner notices. Maybe she doesn't say anything, but you can feel the distance growing. That distance breeds anxiety, frustration, and a loss of confidence that bleeds into every other area of your life. Men come into my office and say, "Doc, I've lost my spark." They think it's age. They think it's stress. They think it's just who they are now. But when I trace it back, it almost always starts with one thing. They stop sleeping through the night. Gentlemen, this is not your fault. You didn't choose this. Your body is caught in a cycle it can't break on its own. But here's what I need you to understand. This cycle can be broken, and it doesn't start with willpower or motivation. It starts with giving your body the one thing it's been missing, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Now, I know many of you have already been to the doctor about this, and chances are you were handed a prescription, maybe an alpha blocker like tamsulosin to relax the muscles around your prostate, or a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor like finasteride to try and shrink it over time. And look, I'm not here to bash medication. I'm a doctor. I prescribe these when they're appropriate. But I need to be honest with you about what these drugs actually do and what they don't do. Alpha blockers can help relax the squeeze around your urethra. That's real. But they come with side effects that many men aren't warned about. Dizziness, especially when you stand up quickly. Fatigue that drags through your whole day. And for some men, a sudden drop in blood pressure that makes you feel like you're about to faint. Then there are the 5-alpha reductase inhibitors. These work by blocking the hormone that fuels prostate growth. Sounds great on paper, but here's what the fine print says. Reduced libido, difficulty achieving or maintaining erections. In some cases, decreased volume during ejaculation. So you went to the doctor to fix one problem, and now you have 3. And here's the deeper issue that bothers me as a clinician. Neither of these medications addresses the root cause. They don't restore blood flow to your prostate. They don't help your body metabolize those excess cells. They don't support nitric oxide production or clean out the buildup that's causing the swelling in the first place. They manage the symptom, they quiet the alarm, but the fire is still burning underneath. Think of it like putting tape over the check engine light on your dashboard. The warning disappears, but the engine is still struggling. That's not a solution, that's avoidance. So what does a real solution look like? It looks like addressing what your prostate actually needs to heal and function the way it was designed to. And that starts with understanding the 4 essential nutrients your body has been starving for. All right, gentlemen, now we get to the part that changes everything. Because up until now, we've been talking about the problem. The squeeze, the blood flow collapse, the nitric oxide decline, the domino effect that's been stealing your sleep, your energy, and your confidence. Now it's time to talk about the solution. And it starts with a simple truth. Your prostate, like every organ in your body, needs specific nutrients to stay healthy, lean, and functional. When it gets those nutrients, it can do what it was designed to do. Metabolize old cells, maintain its natural size, support healthy urine flow, and keep the entire system running smoothly. But when those nutrients are missing, and after 50 they almost always are, your prostate starts breaking down. Not because it's defective, because it's starving. You wouldn't run a high-performance engine on dirty oil and expect it to last. You wouldn't skip oil changes for years and then blame the engine when it starts knocking and sputtering. Your prostate is no different. It needs clean fuel. And that fuel comes from 4 specific categories of nutritional support. First, hormonal balance. Your prostate is deeply connected to your hormone levels. When testosterone drops and estrogen rises, the prostate suffers. You need nutrients that help maintain that balance naturally. Second, blood flow restoration. We've already talked about this. Without healthy circulation and strong nitric oxide levels, your prostate can't clear waste or receive the oxygen it needs. Third, a healthy inflammation response. Chronic low-grade inflammation accelerates prostate swelling and cellular buildup. Your body needs support to keep that response in check. And fourth, cellular detoxification. Your prostate needs help clearing the toxins and excess cells that accumulate over time. These 4 pillars work together. Remove one, and the system struggles. Support all 4, and something remarkable begins to happen. So let me walk you through each one, starting with the nutrients that restore blood flow and reopen circulation to your prostate. Let's start with the first and most critical pillar, restoring blood flow to your prostate, because without circulation, nothing else works. Your prostate can't heal what it can't reach. And right now, the blood supply that used to keep your prostate clean and lean has slowed to a crawl. So how do you reopen those pathways? Nature actually gave us powerful tools for this, and they've been used for centuries. The first is Panax ginseng. Discovered over 5,000 years ago in the mountains of Manchuria, China, this root has been used for generations to support healthy blood flow. It works by helping your body produce more nitric oxide, that master molecule we talked about earlier. When nitric oxide rises, your blood vessels relax and expand. More oxygen-rich blood reaches your prostate. Circulation reopens. The second is Tonkat Ali. This is one of the most respected herbs in Eastern medicine for male vitality. But what most people don't know is that Tonkat Ali is also a powerful antioxidant that specifically supports blood circulation in and around the prostate. It helps protect the blood vessels feeding your prostate from oxidative damage, the kind of wear and tear that stiffens and narrows them over time. Think of it as a shield for your circulatory highways. The third is maca root. This ancient Peruvian plant is known for boosting energy and prostate function, but it also plays a key role in supporting overall vitality and stamina, giving your body the sustained fuel it needs to keep circulation strong throughout the day and night. Now here's where it gets exciting. When these three work together, they create something greater than any one of them alone. Nitric oxide rises, blood vessels open, oxygen and nutrients flood back into your prostate, and your body can finally start metabolizing those excess cells that have been squeezing your urethra for years. When blood flow returns, your stream gets stronger, your bladder empties fully, and those 3 a.m. wake-up calls start to fade. But circulation is only the first pillar, because even with restored blood flow, your prostate needs the right hormonal environment to truly recover. Now, let's talk about the second pillar, and this one connects directly to everything you've been feeling. The fatigue, the low drive, the feeling that your body just isn't performing the way it used to. I'm talking about hormonal balance, specifically testosterone. See, testosterone isn't just about desire and performance. It plays a direct role in prostate health, muscle maintenance, mood regulation, and deep restorative sleep. And here's the vicious cycle most men are trapped in without realizing it. Your swollen prostate wakes you up at night. Broken sleep crashes your testosterone. Low testosterone weakens your prostate's ability to maintain itself. And the prostate swells even more. Round and round it goes, each cycle making the next one worse. Breaking that cycle requires nutrients that support your body's natural hormone production. The first is ashwagandha. This incredible herb has been used since 6000 BC for male vitality. It supports healthy testosterone levels, promotes lean muscle growth, helps burn excess belly fat, and here's the part that matters for your prostate. It optimizes the detoxification of toxins that build up in the gland over time. The second is fenugreek. This ancient medicinal herb contains compounds called furanol saponins that directly support prostate function, healthy male sex hormones, and increased libido. It also promotes a balanced mood and healthy stress response, both of which are critical for hormonal health. Then there's the mineral trio that ties everything together. Zinc, which is essential for testosterone production and a healthy prostate. Magnesium, which helps you achieve deeper sleep, relaxes your blood vessels, and boosts energy. And vitamin D, which is crucial for prostate function, metabolism, and mood. When these nutrients work together, something powerful happens. Your testosterone stabilizes, your sleep deepens, your prostate gets the hormonal support it needs, and that vicious cycle finally reverses into a virtuous one. Better prostate health leads to better sleep leads to more testosterone leads to a stronger, leaner prostate. This isn't about treating a symptom. It's about restarting the entire system. And there's still one more pillar your prostate needs to complete this restoration. Now let's talk about the final pillar, and this is the one that brings everything together. Because even with restored blood flow and balanced hormones, your prostate still needs help with two things: clearing out the cellular buildup that's been accumulating for years, and calming the chronic low-grade inflammation that keeps making the swelling worse. Think of it this way. We've reopened the highways and restarted the engine. Now we need to clean out the junk that's been piling up inside. The first nutrient here is boron. Most men have never even heard of it, but boron is one of the most powerful prostate detoxifiers known to science. Once only found in the crystallized mineral deposits of Lake Yamdok Cho in Tibet, this trace mineral helps your body optimize its natural detoxification processes. It supports a healthy inflammation response, which means it helps calm that slow-burning fire inside your prostate that's been driving the swelling. It also supports brain function and overall cellular health. The second is nettle root. This herb has been used for centuries, specifically for urinary tract health in men. It supports healthy hormone levels, which helps prevent the hormonal imbalances that accelerate prostate growth. And it directly promotes prostate health and healthy blood pressure, two things that work hand in hand with the circulation support we've already built. The third is artichoke extract. nature's own aphrodisiac. Rich in natural antioxidants, artichoke extract helps maintain prostate health while supporting heart health in men. But here's something fascinating. It also helps release oxytocin, the connection hormone that boosts your sense of closeness, intimacy, and emotional well-being. Now, here's what makes this truly powerful. None of these nutrients work in isolation. They create a synergistic effect. The blood flow nutrients open the pathways. The hormonal nutrients rebalance your system. And the detox and inflammation nutrients clean house and calm the fire. Each one amplifies the others. One ingredient helps. But when you combine all of them in the right quantity, something remarkable happens. Your prostate finally gets everything it needs to heal itself. So the question becomes, how do you actually get all of these into your daily routine without turning your kitchen counter into a pharmacy? Now, you could try to source all of these nutrients individually, different bottles, different dosages, different brands, hoping you somehow get the ratios right. Some men try that. They end up with a countertop full of supplements, spending more than they need to, and never quite knowing if the combination is actually working together the way it should. Or you can do what I recommend to my patients. There's a formula called Prostavive that combines every single nutrient we've discussed today into one simple daily scoop. Boron, Tonkat Ali, ashwagandha, fenugreek, panax ginseng, maca root, artichoke extract, nettle root, zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. All in precise, synergistic quantities specifically designed to support prostate blood circulation, healthy nitric oxide levels, and optimal cellular activity. 1 glass a day. That's it. No handful of pills, no complicated timing, just one scoop mixed into water, and your prostate gets the complete fuel it's been starving for. Now let me paint the picture of what this actually looks like in your life. Imagine sleeping through the entire night without a single bathroom trip. Waking up rested, energized, clear-headed for the first time in years, feeling that strong, confident stream return, the kind where you don't have to stand there waiting and wondering, noticing your drive and your intimacy coming back naturally. Your wife notices you're more present, more engaged, more like the man she remembers. You stop planning your life around the nearest bathroom. You go to movies, road trips, dinner with friends without that quiet anxiety in the back of your mind. That's not a fantasy, gentlemen. That's what happens when you give your prostate the fuel it's been starving for. If you want to try Prostavive for yourself, simply click on the logo of my channel. You'll find everything you need right there on my channel page. But here's what I want you to do. Commit to 30 days, just 1 month. Every morning, write down 2 things. How many times you woke up last night, and how your energy feels when you get out of bed. Do that for 30 days and watch the pattern shift. Because, gentlemen, your best nights of sleep are not behind you. They're waiting for you. Be proactive, be confident, and stay blessed.